Yeah, this is Holy Cross Cemetery. Veterans Day, November 11th, 2023. We're going to turn left here. We're going to go to section 4. That's where Uncle John is buried at. Yeah, this is Uncle John's section over here in section 4. Somebody put a really nice American flag here for him. That's great. That's a really nice American flag that they put there. From Uncle John, we're going to go see his mom, section 11, and sister, Connie. Yeah, this is section 11. This is where Uncle John's mom and sister are buried at. Just walk straight in here to the Majeski gravestone, and they are to the left. And there's Uncle John's sister, Casella, and Connie, and her mom. I met both of them. Her mom lived on Riverside with her mother. She grew a lot of big tomatoes in the backyard. And her mother and father are buried here also, down from where Grandma and Grandpa Johnson were at. From here, look over on the point there. That's where Uncle John's at. So she's not too far away from him. Yeah, from here we're going to go to section 8. This is section 11 now, but we're going to go to section 8 where Thomas Green is buried at. Now, Thomas Green is Grandma Johnson's baby brother. this on the right. Figure they'd put up more signs in a row saying what sections they are. This is section 8 on the right hand side here. Yeah, this is section 17. Down there is Grandma and Grandpa Johnson and Aunt Mame crossing the bathrooms. And to the left here, it's going to be Lou Gromo's mom and dad. Now Lou Gromo married Mary J. Murphy's sister, Ellen or Eleanor or something like that. This is section 17. And his wife is buried with him right here. And he's a veteran from World War I. And Lou was in the Navy during World War II. This is their son. He grew up in the neighborhood with the Johnsons and the Murphy family. And from where Lou Gromo was buried, Lou Gromo's mom and dad are buried in section 17. We're going to go down where the bathrooms are at on the right hand side in the maintenance department, where Grandma and Grandpa Johnson and Aunt Mame are buried. Across from that section 33 sign should be the Johnsons, the Greens, and Uncle Fran's wife. Alright, right across from this section 33 sign, this is the bathroom and the maintenance department over here. I'm going to walk over here. To Uncle Fran's wife and Angie. 1979. Oh, the years are going by. And then right, go up a little bit from Aunt Angie, and to the left here, this is going to be Aunt Mame, Mary E. Green. Now this is Catherine Conlin Green's Johnson's oldest daughter, Mary Green, born in 1871. Her brother Thomas was born in 1875. Now right next to Aunt Mame is Grandpa Johnson, and then right next to that is Grandma Johnson. Grandma Johnson's maiden name is Green, and all those are buried out at St. Mary Cemetery in Berea. So we'll go around here a little bit. We'll do the back shot. The relationship to the sign across the street there. Grandma, Grandpa, Grandma. Section 16, and the three Green girls are buried here, and her one husband Waddups, and to the left of that is going to be Grace Klopp. So this is the relationship for the Corrigan gravestone. It's going to be underneath those two big trees right there. Tree underneath this tree here. Now on the right here, that's Julia Green. That's John and Debbie Burgess Green's daughter. And this is her husband, William Waddups. Now his dad is buried right next to Deborah Burgess Green and John Green at St. Mary Cemetery. So then right next to the left of them are the two Green girls. Now they never got married, but Julia Green looked after them. Now these are the three Green sisters that are the daughters of Deborah Burgess Green and John Green. So three sisters, and the oldest one, Julia, kind of took care of these two because they never got married. And these would be Grandma Johnson's aunts. I always thought they were buried next to each other, but I guess not. Okay, this is Grace Klopp. This is the section where the Greens and the Waddups are buried at. Now this is Grandpa Klopp's baby sister, Grace. And this is her husband, John Kelso. Now their baby daughter is buried out there with our great grandfather, Thomas William Klopp, out there at Calvary. And this is their relationship to the mausoleum across the street there. And we're going to see, this is the relationship to the Green girls. I'm going to walk from right here. And we're back to the Green girls. Right there. And this is the other sister that took care of the Greens. They never got married. And that's the relationship to Grace Klopp over there. Alright, this is where Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Joanna are buried. Just put a flag there. You saw they removed all the flags after Memorial Day. And this is Uncle Jim and Aunt Joanne. Somebody put flowers there. Those are pretty. from Uncle Jim and Aunt Joanne. You look at those raised graves right there. We're going to walk over to those raised graves. They're fairly new. Gravestones. The Kowalski family. But to the left of them is Pete and Teresa Ingai. Now Pete and Teresa, they are Jane's godparents. And it's either Teresa or Pete that's related to the Ciacciola family, like distant relatives or something like that. But Pete owned Bel Air Road Radiator years ago, back in the 60s. And Teresa, you look at the day she was born, 1924, that's the same year that Dad was born. Matter of fact, Pete and Teresa and my dad graduated from Lincoln High School together. Kind of weird, huh? And then we're going to go back to Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Joanne. And from there, we're going to go diagonally towards the street there, and we're looking for Aunt Joanne's sister Edna and her husband Roger. And this is Aunt Joanne's sister, Edna, and her husband, Roger. It's a big stone. And this is you look back from their grave to see where the flag is at. That's where Uncle Jim and Aunt Joanne's at. Well, our first flag by the red flowers. And we're from Uncle Jim and Aunt Joanne are buried at. And Roger and Edna and Pete and Teresa Igai. We're going to go back to the back row, back here, section 41. See Mom and Dad and Jane, her mom and dad. Turn right here. Yeah, there's a lot of flags missing here. When I was here Memorial Day, man, there were a lot of flags. But like Calvary, when I was at Calvary yesterday, they left all the flags up for Memorial Day. I don't understand that. Whatever, they gotta do what they gotta do. There on a tip right there, just Blanche and Mike are buried there. And they're buried in section 41. Yeah, you gotta look for the second marker for section 41. Section 41 there is a really big section over here. Section 41. It is section 41. Let's go back where the Carter sign is at. We're going to go where the spinning wheels are at. There's raised gravestone to the right. There's Dane. How you doing, kiddo? That's your mom and dad right there with the spinners. And there's Jane's mom and dad right there. And right straight down the road. There's mom and dad. And Claudia. I put a Christmas tree here, Claudia. The spinny things. That's great. And I put that flag in for Dad. There in World War II. And there again, if you look at his birthday, except 1924, it's the same as Teresa Ingai. So they graduated from Lincoln High School together. Yeah, they're in the yearbook together. So, somebody's been keeping an eye on you guys, so that's great. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Grandpa said cola. Now Tony's got a lot of family buried here, and so does Chris Cola. And there's Jane with her mom and dad. And straight across from Jane, if we pan over, underneath that cross up there where that construction guy is at, that's where Uncle Fran and Aunt Kay are at. Yeah, today's Monday, November 20th, 2023. Back here at Holy Cross. And we're gonna see Grandma Johnson's baby brother, Thomas Green, who I missed last time when I was here. Yeah, this is section 8. Alright, this is section 8. You just walk up 4 rows here. And go to the left side of this tree here. We're going to follow this road down right here, down to where Thomas Green and his wife are buried, and her mom and dad. I cleaned all this off the last time I was here, and all this stuff grew back. I'm gonna have to clean this off again a little bit. Alright, this is Thomas Green. This is Grandma Johnson's baby brother. And this is his wife next to him, Helen. And next to them are Helen's parents, Andrew and Elizabeth DeRuca. They're buried side by side here. Yeah, I was here a couple years ago. I cleaned all this off and it all grew back. A little bit about Thomas. Grandma Johnson's younger sister is Jane Lavadowski. She's buried here at Holy Cross. Her younger brother John Green is buried with Aunt Angie at Calvary, and Thomas is buried here with his wife. Now Thomas has had a son. Thomas also went to West Tech High School, but Thomas and Helen's son, Robert Thomas Green. He went to West Tech High School, and he graduated from West Tech with Aunt Kay. They were in the same class together, so they were first cousins. Now Thomas and Helen Green. Their youngest daughter is Ellen Green Podjam, and she's the one who put all that information in that green covered book for the McLaughlin family. And she's the one who came up with all the information about all the Greens buried out there at the St. Mary's Cemetery in Berea, which I knew nothing about. Yeah, she's still around. Oh, getting back to Thomas's son, Robert Thomas Green. He was drafted for World War II, and he just passed away in 2000. Him and his wife were buried up in Illinois, but he's a veteran of World War II. Look around for the relationship to the cemetery here. The idea where they're at, where they're located, right over there. And from here, we're going to go down past section 16, where Grace Klopp buried at. section 16 on the left-hand side here. We're going to make a left here. Now Grace is just up on the left-hand side here by the tree on the left-hand side, and to the right there is the mausoleum. That's where Uncle Augie and Aunt Elaine are buried at. They're the only one of our family that are actually buried in a mausoleum. But Grace, getting back to Grace Klopp, that's Grandpa Klopp's baby sister. Her married name is Sykes. Their baby daughter is buried out there at Calvary Cemetery with Great Grandpa Klopp, and the Sykes also had two other daughters, and their other daughter is buried down here in section 20 with her husband and their daughter. So that would be Grace Klopp's granddaughter. Grace's daughter should be right here on the left-hand side on the bend. Take a look. And this is section 20. This is where Grace Klopp Sykes' daughter is buried at. Her married name is Hirschman, and she's buried here with her husband, Louis. It's Louis Hirschman, and it's Joan Sykes Hirschman, and that's Grace Klopp's daughter. And their little girl, Joanne, she's also buried with her mom and dad. She was born in 1960, died in 1972, so she was 12. This would be Grace Klopp's granddaughter, buried with her mom and dad. This would be the relationship to the rest of the cemetery. Down the way there, that's where Grace is buried at with her husband. And also in section 20 is John P. Noonan. His mom and dad are buried out there at Calvary. The rest of the Noonans and the Ryans. This is still section 20. It's one of the newer sections here at Holy Cross. this is the newer section there, all across. The Noonans are located right underneath that branching tree right there, next to that upright gravestone there. They're right on the bend of section 20. Now there's no picture or gravestone anywhere. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to take a picture. Right here on the left side of this tree. Actually, they're located between these two upright trees and the tree straight ahead of us. Here's John Noonan, excuse me. His wife, Margaret Gura. And this is their relationship to that upright gravestone right there, Benyak. So if you see Benyak on the corner here, it's just a couple stones over to the Noonans. Now his mom is a Ryan, right? And she's buried out there at Calvary Cemetery with her brother and husband, another baby son, and Aunt Maisie, all buried together out there at Calvary together. Yeah, this is Lorenzo and Felicia Cola. These are Jane's other grandparents. And when Jane's mom and dad got married, they were living at the Cola house at Woodbridge, and that's where Jane was born at in 1948. Their son Augie and Elaine are buried at the mausoleum. And this is going to be the relationship to that statue there. And that statue there. And then from there to the roadway, about 10 rows back. Just go to the left side of the street here. You got that bench gravestone there, which is new. And it's going to be behind that bench gravestone, past that tree, and the big tree in the back on the left. That's where they're located at. Section 9.